All right. Good day. Hello, every darn body. This is Larry Live, and my name is Larry D. Reid, and I am the host of this wonderful show, your most favorite digital entertainment news and talk show that is out here on the social media streets. What I need for y'all to do right now is to tell every darn body that we are on. Now, how can you do that? I'm so glad that you asked. You hit like, you hit share, and then you text all of the folks you gossip with. You send them the link and tell them, hit the link. Come over here, hit the link. So that we can have kitchen table talk right here on social media in front of everybody about what is going on in our community. Now, there's so much stuff going on in our community. We still got this war that's still going on in the Ukraine with Russia because Russia wants to be bigger than what they're supposed to be. And then we got the COVID-19 that y'all act like it's gone. Ain't nobody wearing their darn mask even when they're in crowds. I do understand now that we have the vaccine, so we able to, we got the vaccine. Yeah, but you go in the crowd, everybody spitting and talking hard. You better put that mask on before you wake up with the COVID-19, 20, 21, and the 22. So be very darn careful. Did you hear what I said? Be careful and don't let the old folk go out there without their masks, because they are the ones that we are worried about. I want y'all to quit being selfish. And you can go see grandma and them put a mask on. Just the other day, my sister told me that her husband and her daughter, they're always up in my mama and them face, contracted the COVID-19. I said, this is why you let the little wild children stay away from the grown folk house that feeble in their health conditions. My mama and daddy got underlying stuff. We do not need my parents to wake up dead. Because the way our nerves is set up in the Reid family, that funeral gonna be turned out. The nerves is bad in the Reid family. Everybody be hollering, and you be the one that be killed because you went over there with the COVID-19, 20, 21, and the 22. So if you were listening to me, you got old folk in your family, I need for you to make sure that you wear your mask when you go over there. Because we don't want no kind of craziness going on. So we got the COVID-19, got the war in Ukraine. And this Johnny Depp case, I don't care nothing about it because I will not be commentated on that because I don't even care. That's white folk business, not my business. Anyway, so what is going on in our community? I want to talk about it just a little bit. But before I do, I need for you guys to help support this platform. Now, you love this platform. I know that you do. I need for you to pay attention to the bottom of the screen. Number one, whenever I come on, you need to get a direct text from me because Mark Zuckerberg, what's the man's name? Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know who did that to him. That white boy that run IG and Facebook do not do right by black content creators. So you need to text me, and YouTuberations Google. I just need for you to text me, Larry Reid Live with no spaces to this number, 33222. You should be seeing it at the bottom of your screen unless Kendall is still messing up like he was doing before we went live. Larry Reid Live, no spaces, the 33222. Is the helper out of doing it? Can y'all tell it? Is he doing it? Is he doing it? Okay. Larry Reid Live, 33222. That's so I can text you whenever I decide that I'm gonna go live. And the reality is, right now I'll be over there in Patreon. See, you need to become a patron because over there we have conversation all the darn time. There's a whole lot of interaction. So if you want to become a patron, Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Do not miss the conversation because I got my experts over there. The stock market is about to get a whole lot of you a bunch of money. And if you become a patron, you can come to my event that's happening in July, the 15th, 16th, and 17th. And I know it's the same time as the Stellar Rewards, but the Stellar Rewards is all done, buried through in time. Come on over there to my event because that's where the rest of the gospel artists are going to be anyway because they like paychecks. Stellar Reward don't want to give nobody nothing but one of them bronze What's the little thing? What is that? It's the shape of what? It's the shape of a knot. What is that? It's the shape of nothing. I don't know what it is, but come on over there. And I don't know why they're going to put their event on top of my event when we ain't had no summertime stellar reward. I don't remember that. It's always been in March or sometime or somewhere. I don't know why they did that. And let me tell y'all this. I bet you didn't know this. Let me drag the stellar rewards a little bit. We were trying to get our regular venue like we normally do way last year, and they're talking about there's somebody else that want to have their event at the same time and got the big old room. Come to find out, allegedly it was the stellar reward, but because they broke, they could not pay to get the event in time, the hundreds of thousands of dollars, so I just went and wrote the check. See, when I go live over here, that $8.88, $12.88 that y'all send to my Cash App, $MBN Network, that goes straight into the ministry. And I take that money and I use it to do what needs to be done. And sometimes I give it out to folk that need some help. And sometimes when I have people to come here to the studio, I give them some benevolence. I say, thank you for coming to the Larry Live Show on behalf of the MBN Network Studios. Some of these hoes don't show up. I'm going to say a little something about that just a little bit. There's somebody that's in my title for the show tonight that was supposed to be here tonight and then just decided at the last minute after milking me for this and for that, decided they did not want to come at the last minute after I done got all the makeup, all the food, and the production team and all these folk here. They decided they didn't want to come. But I'm going to tell y'all about that in a little bit. Make sure you hit like, hit share, and tell everybody that Larry about to drag either Milan or Josephine. What's her name? Josephine? Joseline. Either I'm going to drag Milan, Joseline, or who else in my title? Jamal or, well, Kevin Samuels can't be here. I didn't mean to giggle about that. Rest in peace. Anyway, so this is what I need for you to do. Let everybody know that we are on tonight. Monday night was our main show night, but I'm doing a whole lot of stuff right now, so that's why you have to text Larry Reid Live, no spaces, to 33222, so you can know whenever I'm popping up live. Now, I'm going to go through this real quick. I might be here 30 minutes. I might be here 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be here all night long. But I want to have the conversation with you. You, the viewers, you are extremely important to me. And I want to know what you're thinking. Right now, in the comment section, what I need for you to do is tell me the city and the state that you are from. I want you to tell just the city and the state or the country that you are in. So when I go back and look, I trust your analytics. I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg. And I do not trust Googleation them. They folk be lying to the black content creators. I don't know what's going on, but I don't fool up with these people proper. So what I need for you to do, put in the comment section where you are from and say, hey, how you doing? You don't listen. You don't come over here in this comment section and just start commenting on what I'm talking about. No, say where you from and you speak to everybody in the house. Y'all ain't got no training. You don't just come up and somebody comments and don't know, hello, everybody. The first thing you say, hello, how you doing? My name is, you should be proper. You do not come in folk live. It's like coming in their life and not even saying what your name is and where you from. We know what spirit that you coming out of. Tell us where you at in the world. Just come up in there and just go to talking. You ain't got no training. Don't nobody do that. Not nobody that got sanity. We don't do that kind of going on. But anyway, I think that's enough preliminary. Let me thank all of you that be sending me stuff in the mail. I see every book, every mug, every t-shirt. Folks have sent me drawers and socks. It's so intimate. And I wear them too. I think, wait a minute. Yeah, I got one of the pair of drawers on. Let me look. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yep, I got somebody drawers on right now that they sent me. Thank you so much for sending me drawers for my balls. Okay. If you want to send me something, drawers for my balls, or whatever it is, you can Send it to 780 Morosgo Drive Northeast. It's coming up at the bottom of your screen right now. 780 Morosgo Drive Northeast, suite number 244224. And that's Atlanta, Georgia 30324. Atlanta, Georgia 30324, 780 Morosgo Drive Northeast, 244224. Send them on, and I will wear them. Your books, your letters, your donations we receive, thank you. I'm still reading every last one of them. Now, it's time to have the conversation. And since, who I want to talk about first? I got Joseline. Let me go ahead and talk about Joseline, because I don't know if y'all know who Joseline Hernandez is. Now, I know that ain't her name, but that's the name that we all know her by. Came into our lives by way of Ratchet reality TV, and she's still doing Ratchet reality TV. This past weekend, they showed part 2 on Zeus Network. They showed part 2 of Joseline's Cabaret. That is not the name of that show. Cabaret. Cabaret. Thank you so very much. Joseline Cabaret. Now, let me tell y'all something. Joseline Cabaret is ratchet as hell. It is, but it's so ratchet that you can't stop watching the train wreck. There's something in us, I don't know what it is, that we love to watch a train wreck. So my daughter, Exaria, is responsible for me ever knowing this show existed and watching it. Well, in this particular show, on this last reunion show, this gal, all the little girls that done the competition in order for them to become on Joseline's show, do you know that Joseline handles these women like they are, like she's the pimp? And some of the women like it, and some of the women do not like it. And they have begun to fight and begin to argue. Now, if you want to see something entertaining and you like to entertain yourself with ratchetness, go to the Zeus Network, and I want you to begin to watch Joseline Cabaret. And let me know what you think about it. So I watched it. And I watched the whole thing because we love a train wreck. But I felt a certain kind of way, because seeing Joseline as the one who paved the way for the girls, the one who is giving them this opportunity to then degrade them worse than I've seen or heard any man degrade a woman. Now, and that's someone who listens to the ratchet hip-hop trap music. The things that Joseline and the girls that's on her squad said to these women was horrendous. And I want to really understand, is there, maybe there's something I don't know. I'm not a woman. Maybe there's something I do not know. But why, as a woman, you will be okay, even in a fuss, to say certain derogatory things to another female? And I can't understand it. And I'm very curious on what she thinks about that. What's the why behind that? I'm also curious on, is she or has she been in therapy? Because she came out of the blue and bam, into our homes overnight. She's also a mom and a mother. Would she speak to her child like this? Someone would say, of course not. But if she's upset, how does she view herself as a female, or does she not see herself as a female role model? So I'm wondering how these things sit in her consciousness, and at the same time, you look at another woman, particularly a woman of color, and kill her with your words the way that she does. I want to know about that. I also want to know, what is her faith base? Because in one moment, she's coming after one of the girls that's supposed to be a Christian, saying that you can't be a Christian and talking about Jesus, and you out here showing your chest meat and your puss and wrapping around this pole. Your religion is fake and it ain't real. So that made me wonder, okay, what kind of religion you have, or faith base or practice, to where you feel as though you can do that, or you can create a world for others to do that. So how do you work that out? Is your faith okay with you doing that? And if it is, tell us what kind of faith that is. What is that? What is that? Is that Jesus, God, Buddha? What is it? I would like to know. So I have so many questions. The reason why I feel as though that she's able to speak this way to other women is because she must have been spoken that way too. So I want to know. This is the reason why. My publicist, one thing that she does, because this platform, we talk about what's happening in our world. So as things are trending, like this show is trending huge, she sends out emails to see who wants to be interviewed. And her team hit us back. And we plan tonight to have her here so that I can ask her certain questions. Handled all of the business over the weekend, transportation, appearance fee, which I don't mind doing that sometimes. I don't mind it. It wasn't an astronomical amount of money. And we booked it. Got the confirmation. Just coming out of this particular place, we're on our way. Then out the blue, all communication just stopped. Now this is my publicist. Then another email, it's happening. So after so long, I said, I'm not waiting around for this. I'm going to go ahead on with the show. Now, I don't know who her team is. I don't know if it's her or her team, but I do think that this is way less than professional. And then saying, I really want to do the interview, whoever, I don't understand that. Only thing I know is just send the transportation feedback and the appearance feedback, and life will be fine, because I can talk about you without you here. Because I just want to know. Authentically, I just want to know. And I don't want nobody else telling me. I want to know. I want to be very clear on where you're coming from. And also, there's some other questions I want to know. What's going on with you and your baby daddy, Stevie J? Is he been a good father? How many times do he have the baby? What's going on with this lawsuit with some of your girls from the Calaveras? I would like to know. What is going on? And I don't want to hear from a publicist or a rep. I want to hear out of your own mouth. And I also want to understand your journey, because I think she carry around some pain, possibly some anger. I just want to know. And I'd rather hear from her mouth versus just sitting out here looking at her behavior and her action and be like, you are X, Y, Z. Granted, how this interview that was supposed to happen was handled, I'm inclined to believe some certain things. But I still want to know, because things could happen. I don't know, yeah. So I want to ask and find out. But if you enjoy ratchet TV and lots of chest meat, they titty after titty after titty, all over, all size areolas, all types and kinds of breasts. You see pussy, yes, it's soft porn nearby. Go on over there and watch and enjoy yourself with yourself. All right, so let's go ahead to the next topic that we are going to be discussing. I can't even remember what this topic lined up is. Oh, Milan Christopher, which is another show on Zeus Network. I know some of you like, Larry, I don't know what the hell are you talking about, but these are just people that are on this reality TV show. Milan Christopher from what I understand, is supposed to have been the designated star. Now, I fully and completely believe that Andrew Cardwell, if he was still on this particular show, he would be the star. But since he won't up there, in my opinion, Carry On Franklin, Kurt Franklin's son, is the star. Now, Gutter and Darrell and all those other these people, they offer a lot to the show as well. Gutter, I think, is hilarious. Darrell is funny as well. Milan is very interesting. Initially, because of an encounter that I had with him on T.S. Madison platform, and I didn't have, too much for him. And so I went into watching the show already like, I don't know about you. But then when I began to watch the show, there were certain things he did. I was like, okay, all right. But on these last two shows, how he moved in conflict and the conversations that he had with certain people, he had one conversation with one person, especially in that fight with the white boy. What's the white boy name? Something Baddest, William the Baddest. And then he had a conversation with the boy that he fought. God, what was his name? But however, he was telling both of them two opposite things. And then in his sit down, he was saying something a little bit different. Then when I looked on Armand Wiggins, another YouTuber that I watch, I looked at his interview there. Then I looked at Milan Christopher fighting and fussing with Lemuel Plummer online about 23 days ago because he was upset about this other man, Jonathon. Jonathon came into the show, and Jonathon really became the star of the show. I don't know what Jonathon Wright. His name is Jonathon Wright. He became the star of the show almost instantly. And in my opinion, I don't think that Milan liked him coming in because his energy was huge. I mean, he has more of a following, arguably more financially stable, has more things and more rapport in the industry. And so this was, quickly became a peeing fight. Literally. This became a whole issue. And that's when I began to see some things in Milan that reminded me of what I experienced on T.S. Madison platform. People have a way of switching and flipping and changing and moving in a way that always benefits them and in a way that can get people to move in a certain way. When I saw his friend, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. When it was time for Jonathon and Milan to face off over this room, which was dumb as hell, all of a sudden, you see this other dude, I don't even know what his name is, but he ain't even part of the show. This other man pops up, takes off his shirt, and wants to start fighting with Jonathon. Bad, terrible mistake. Jonathon whipped him. Somebody said, well, he didn't do it. Yes, he did. It looked like me, he whipped him and he snatched all his hair out. The boy got beat all the way up and down. Beat up and beat down. So, then Milan began to move a certain kind of way. He walked away from the fight. I don't want to speak negatively about Milan, but I would need to talk to Milan to understand why he talked out of both sides of his mouth when he was talking to them other two folk that was fighting. I would like to understand why in my encounter with him, when I was telling my story about my life and what happened, he acted very, very condescending. And then on the show, he appeared to be very protective of people that had been violated or people that were being bullied. So I don't know what, Milan is a chameleon and an opportunist. That's what he's looking like, a chameleon and an opportunist, and has a need for the spotlight and to be on top while being the bottom. Ain't he a bottom? I think he's a bottom Or what's? I don't understand why y'all old school gays it was simple. Either you're a bottom or a top. Then y'all came with versatile. And ain't none of this stuff biblical. He said, I either have you hot or cold. That's top or bottom. Lukewarm, I spew you out my mouth. That means if you versatile, you was a confusion in the earth. Pick one, be one, and be the best at it. I don't know which one Milan is. I don't know. And then I went on the Twitter and like he getting bust down, and then he making a mold of his peen. Which one is you? We would like to know, since you putting all your business out there and making a mold of both ends, your front and your back. Ooh. Anyway, so that's what I think about that now. All right, on to the next. I think I'm done with that. There's something else that I was going to talk about. I think this is the last thing. I think I want to talk about 3 topics, ain't I? What's the next thing?
Kevin Samuels.
Oh, Kevin Samuels and Jamal Harrison Bryant. Now, I know y'all saw this video. I ain't going to be able to play it for you right now. I know you saw the video of Jamal Harrison Bryant dragging. Oh, my God. You know Jamal is like the king of clapback. And he loves the clap back at vloggers, influencers, commentators, whenever they do videos on him that go viral. And there was this particular Kappa, which is his brother, and Kevin Samuels was a Kappa too. For me, let me just sidebar here. For me, whenever I see someone that is supposed to be in an oath and an alliance with someone, then turn around and stab them in the back, especially publicly, and to criticize them, for me, you ain't shit. That's right. In fact, no, that's not right, because that don't make sense. You are a piece of shit. That's what you is. Bad. If you do that, now he won't, one of my favorite people in the world into darn way. But then when he did that, I said, shit. That's who you is. A piece of shit. I'm talking about one of them bad ones, the ones when something come out, you flush it immediately because you don't want nowhere near you. A piece of shit. That's what I thought when I seen that. And then when he started talking and doing this clap back, let me tell you, some people get this wrong. You can't do a clap back and your information is off. It got to be rooted in fact, and then you twist that thing and manipulate it to make that person feel shame. And he had the wrong darn information. Now, all of us out here on the social media streets that actually research and look for receipts and receptacles, we know that GoFundMe ain't had nothing to do with the Samuels and Kevin Samuels family. You ain't had no business of criticizing and reviling a dead man, especially a black man, like you're a black man, and a Kappa at that. Everybody in the audience, praise the Lord. And them same dummies, that's right. I'm talking to those of you at the New Birth Durations that was in the audience when he said what he said. And y'all were clapping and hollering. Then he went at the distance, because now he done apologized. You clapping and hollering again. Y'all is some dummies in them pews over there at the New Births. I know all of you ain't stupid, but it's a good gaggle of you that's good and stupid. Y'all just amen any darn thing. Eddie Long was up there talking about, I got one more stone, and I ain't throw the egg. Y'all just applaud. Anybody that talk good, that's what Jamal anointing is, to talk good. He don't be saying nothing. I ain't heard that man preach nothing the Bible was saying. Is it biblical? And everything get preached. It's a movie. Right now, if Tyler Perry released a movie on Damar Sunday, you know what Jamal Harrison Bryant is going to be preaching. And I've been telling this man through this here TV since 2016, and I know he knows what I said because I was actually on the phone with your friend when you was talking about me, because he ain't really your friend. Ain't none of your friends really your friends, because everybody say that you ain't loyal, so they're not loyal to you. That's how come I found out about that baby you were hiding, that girl you got pregnant here in Atlanta, and moved up there to the DMV area, hid from your church, got online with a balloon, coming after a vlogger that is now dead that was saying that you was have baby daddy. And if y'all was listening, but them dumb folk over there in the pew, the new birth durations, if y'all was listening, you would have known that he was saying, I ain't got a member pregnant and ain't got nobody in Atlanta pregnant, because she want a member and she had moved back to the DMV. Ask me how I know. Challenge me out here if you want to. Now, many people have done it. I keep all my phone calls. Don't you come out here and talk about you ain't talked to, because just like I got them receipts for Josephine not showing up tonight. You know what I'm talking about, Josephine Calaberry, over there on the Zeus Network. She didn't show up. I got all the emails and the exchanges. Don't you come talking about it ain't happening. She's like, in fact, I'm going to drop them anyway in Patreon. If you would like to be a patron, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. So he went up there. I posted it on my IG. Go on my IG. And I posted it on Facebook, I think I did too. And he apologized. Now, Jamal, now I dragged you. Because you're so draggable. I mean, you done had 159,000 children by 47,000 different women. And they still let you preach. I don't know if the black church know that makes us like a whole joke. I mean, it's not even ethical. How you can be a spiritual father to an example? If you got a husband, a good man, or you can take your good, faithful man to join New Birth of Races to be pastored by this man, that is the dumbest thing. I just can't. If you hired a trainer, and when you got there, he had mitties, that's man titties, moobs, man boobs, and a belly like he was 6 months pregnant, and he eating chicken. Tell me, all right, you time for you. All right, get down there and do 10 push-ups. You're like, what the hell, nigga? You get down here with me and do 10 push-ups. Now how come I won't go? He might have been right. Maybe he would have almost been with what he said about Kevin Samuels, but I broke clock right 2, 3, 4 times, many times a week. It still broke. And I don't know what it is with y'all church people. You let these folks stand up here and teach and preach to y'all, and all of their life do not line up. If you really love black women, let's have that conversation. Now, I love black women. My platform proof. Hundreds of thousands of dollars I raised for black women and black children and the LGBTQAI plus people. If I said I love black women, but then you see me treat my daughters like trash, don't provide, don't show up. I treat my baby mama like trash, don't provide. I treat my mama like trash. All of the women on my staff, y'all see me treat them like trash. If you ever see me do that, that's when you need to throw me away. But y'all let this is a hoe, cheering. He speaks well. He speaks well, but it fronts better. This man is a hoe. He don't have nothing to tell Larry Reid. Nothing. He ain't got anything to tell Larry Reid. Nothing. I mean, you ain't even owning this last child. You is a deadbeat, no good black, ugly, stinking, burnt, stinking breath, no good. Yo, that's what you is. You ain't no good. They let you in the pulpit. New birth rations, hear me. Go find you another pastor. But he raising the money, he paying the bills. Okay, keep him. He's a good entertainer. He's a good entertainer. He's a good entertainer. He's a good speaker. And what he says about, and if you talk about black women over 35, you cannot speak for black women, and you screwing all of them over. And this one that I know about, and you know that I know about, You know how you doing her and did her. And let's not even talk about tweet. Can we talk about tweet? Huh? Tweet don't want nothing. Her and her daughter got online, don't want nothing to do with the church no more. Oh my, but that's y'all pastors. Oh my God. It's y'all pastors. So don't you say that about the man of God. I'm saying something about this man of God. Anytime he end up in public, I'm going to say something about it. Now, do I think he was the best choice for New Birth? Yeah, on one side, yeah. I was a great cheerleader for that. But I was telling them to pray because that penis out of control. Didn't even know that he was already in the middle of some other woman's soul, leaving multiple seeds. One got in, and he got a little girl. Now, she was 18 months old. How long ago? Now, she should be about 24 months old. 2 years old now. So, do I need to say allegedly? No, because it's the truth. Oh, Lord Jesus. I would say allegedly, but it's the truth, and I can prove it. So, y'all thought I was going to say allegedly. It's true. Talking about Kevin Samuels. We know he got a daughter. Don't you tell them about the daughter you got? The newest one. What child is this? The 9th? The 8th? Lord have mercy, Jesus. This is too darn much. Kevin Samuels, we want you to rest in peace. Not in pieces. We want you to rest in peace. We're not going to be cutting you up out here. That's not what we're going to be doing. Now, we don't agree with your approach to where you're talking down to the black women. We do not agree with that during all. But what we ain't going to do is let somebody that has less integrity than you talk about you and support them. Now, let me say this about Jamal. He did apologize. I ain't going to take that away from him. He apologized. I want to have the followers and the family of Kevin Samuels feel about his apology. I can't. Somebody apologized. How, do you judge somebody? I guess you could judge somebody's apology, but it was a good apology too. It was well spoken. What you think? I think it was well spoken. He said he owned what he said. You know what? But he really didn't. He apologized for preaching something that wasn't the truth, saying a fact, speaking it as a fact and it was a fact. He didn't really apologize for. Oh, he did apologize to the Kappa people. So I guess he did see himself. He shouldn't have done that publicly. Well, I told y'all that Jamal Bryant is the clout chaser. I told y'all that now. If it's viral, he gonna talk on it. So he gonna chase that story, and it's wise to do. That's what, as commentators, that's what we do. We talk about whatever is viral. So I just didn't know he was a commentator. I thought it was a pastor. I guess he's a YouTuber. He's not just a pastor. He's a YouTuber, and he's also a commentator. And sometimes he like to play as an activist. That's what it is. He's a pastotuber, a pastotator. He's a commentator, YouTuber. That's what he is. He ain't just he gonna replace me as Larry Live. He talk about everything that is in public. He sure can. Smart, but dumb at the same time. Well, I think that's all that I would have to say on tonight. If all hearts and minds are clear, I hope you have enjoyed. Hit like and hit share and tell everybody about what you heard on tonight. And I love you a whole heap. But make sure you text Larry Live to 33222. I'm going to pop up. Whether I'm here in Atlanta or in Miami or in Charlotte, New York, LA, I'll pop up and talk about what's going on out here on these streets. I may come back later this week because there's something I done seen online, and if this don't get corrected, I'm gonna have to come out here guns blazing. In the name of the Lord. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.